Hello everyone, and welcome to the modding series Creating Your Legion for Total War Attila. In this series, I will be teaching you all of the database modding skills that you will need in order to be able to create a custom battle overhaul. Pretty much from now on, all the episodes will be me just skimming over stuff, because this is all just if you want to make your mod a bit fancier and stand out, then you'll do this stuff, but none of it's required, and you might decide that it doesn't add all that much to the game. Today I'll be going over the tables KV rules, KV morale and KV fatigue. Basically what these tables are is they govern how everything works, and they're pretty advanced, so I don't really know how they work exactly, but I'll just explain what I do know. So we'll go add from data.pack, we'll go to DB, and right at the very top we want KV rules, KV morale and KV fatigue, and we'll save that. And now we'll put that to the side, and here I've got the changes I've made with help from the Ancient Empires team. And so we'll sort by key on both of them, and we'll copy and paste over. So these are the changes we've made. So basically, if it's minus, that's good, because that means you're losing fatigue, or you're like restoring your energy. And if it's positive, such as running cavalry, which is free, that's bad, because it means you're gaining fatigue and becoming tired. So you can see here, once you reach 2,500 fatigue, that means you're active, classified as active. Once you reach 21,000, that means you're exhausted. And once you reach and 25,000 is the maximum. And so basically, I'm not sure how often it updates, like every second or whatever, but these are my fatigue rules, and we'll save that. Then we'll go to the other one, add from both. And now this I haven't really fiddled with much. This is mostly Ancient Empires stuff here, so they've changed pretty much everything. So so cavalry effect, I guess cavalry give a fear effect, so it's made it 45 meters instead of 20 meters. Modifier, so if the AI is on hard, then either the AI gets +2 morale, or you have -2 morale. Yeah, so the AI gets +2 morale if it's on hard, +3 morale if it's on very hard, whereas if you're the player, you also have -2 and -2 morale, so in effect the AI will have 4 or 5 more morale than you. And so if your unit or the entire army has lost 90% of its army, then each unit will lose 15 morale. The main things I tweaked were total casualties and some of this stuff. But basically it's just rules relating to morale, and you'll have to do heaps of trial and error with it. And we'll copy and paste all of these. And so, remember in an earlier episode I said there's a difference between armor penetrating and armor piercing, and so you could make it, if you give so by default it's 4, so that means armor penetrating does twice as much damage as if you ticked on armor piercing, and you can have missile penetrating and missile piercing, and that's the same. And yeah. So merely hit chance, this is to make it so there's more chance that a unit will actually either... Oh no, it's to make it so there's less chance that a unit will hit. There's only 15... like the lowest amount, you'll have a 15% chance of hitting rather than a 40% chance of hitting. And I'll try and find the one... Sorry for this. This is quite a bad episode because I don't really know how this stuff works, but I figured I'd just explain the little I do know. Alright, so here. Impact reflection. This stuff is to do with pikes. So if your pike units are really overpowered, dial back the damage, but if that doesn't work, you should change these values here. So I had to play around with these three values a lot to have to get my pikes to actually work in game. So that was a pretty bad episode, but hopefully you know that KV fatigue, KV morale, and KV rule tables actually exist now, and maybe you'll play around with them yourself. It's not really required unless you're changing the game radically, for example a 5 HP system like I'm doing, but if you're just keeping something similar to how the vanilla Attila stuff works, then you probably won't need to address this. And I hope you learned something from it at least.